What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you an unboxing of this, the new, well, kind of new, iPad 4. So as you guys know, when Apple recently announced the iPad mini, they also decided to throw a little bit of a curveball in and also update the full-size iPad as well. Now, there's been a lot of disgruntled people who have said, you know, what is the point of bringing out that update? There was hardly anything in it, etc, etc, etc. And I'm kind of one of them, but I think that Apple were really just changing the time frame in which they're going to release iPads from now on. I think that's really what it was all about. I also think that from now on, we're going to get updates for the iPad at this time of year, not in kind of February, March like we used to. And I also think they really had to get everything on the new Lightning connector rather than having the old 30-pin connector. I think for people who are building devices that sit around the sort of ecosystem, the iPod, the iPhone, the iPad, etc., they need to have consistency. So there were a few reasons why Apple really needed to go down this route. And like I say, they're my kind of thoughts behind it. At the same time, for those people that have just bought iPad 3s, this really is a very, very disappointing release because, you know, you've only had your iPad 3 potentially, you know, maximum of 6 months and already they've brought out a new one and you feel like you're using old technology. But luckily, if you look at it from that way round, there hasn't been that many changes, so you're definitely not using old technology at all. What we have got in the new iPad is the new A6X processor, which looks extremely impressive, to be fair. From the benchmark results, it's coming in about twice as fast as the previous iPad. We've got better Wi-Fi, LTE, and also the Lightning connector as well. So a few little features in the new iPad. Everything else remains unchanged. Weight, size, colors, the entire thing. So very few updates in the new iPad, which means that if you've got an iPad 3, like I say, then you should feel a little bit better about that. But, you know, for those of you that have got an iPad 3 and we're hoping for a big update, we're not going to get what we want. So this unboxing is a bit ridiculous really, but I'll take you through it anyway because a lot of you did ask me for to do this. So I went for the upside down version. I went for the iPad 4. I went for white again because my last one was white and I've got a lot of white bits that it kind of sits nicely into, or actually doesn't anymore because the connector doesn't fit. But anyway, I went for the white one. I went for the 64 gig Wi-Fi version. That comes in at £559. And in fact, the Wi-Fi plus 4G or 3G version, whatever way you want to look at it, doesn't actually come out for another few weeks yet. So I was unable to get one of those. But I think what I'm going to do is take this one back and then wait for the 4G one because I do like having inbuilt 3G support in the iPad. Anyway, the box, you've all seen it a million times before. It's exactly the same as the previous box. And here we go. The new iPad, as they like to call it. Obviously, we haven't really got a name for it anymore. iPad 4, 4th generation. I don't really know what you want to call it. But as you can see, I'll just get my old one here. These are absolutely identical in every way. This one's got an iCarbon on, so it looks slightly different. But weight, everything about them, size, the entire thing is exactly the same, and so is the screen as well. So all of the elements that have changed. And one thing I did actually forget that is a great upgrade is we've now got that 720p front facing camera. Apple, for some reason, have taken years to get up to HD on the front facing camera, and finally now we've got it across the board. So that is an actual decent upgrade, but obviously not worth upgrading just purely for that unless you do a hell of a lot of kind of video calls. So anyway guys, that's really the unboxing. I mean, you've all seen what we've got in the box as well. We've got the power adapter. Oh, that's in fact another thing that's changed. We've got a more powerful power adapter. We've now got a 12-watt one, and I believe you can use this with all your devices. So this is going to charge an iPhone or an iPod extremely quickly, which is obviously a good thing, and it will also charge your iPad up a little bit quicker as well. But other than that, absolutely no changes whatsoever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an iPad 3 versus iPad 4 video and just show you what has changed. So we'll be able to look at the cameras and compare those, look at the processors and compare those, check out the Wi-Fi and compare the speeds of the Wi-Fi, all those little bits and pieces. We'll also check out the battery life as well and see if that new processor has deteriorated from the battery life. So I'll do that in the next video, but I just wanted to do you guys just a quick unboxing just to show you what has changed, what hasn't, and just tell you some of the facts. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for hitting those like buttons. We've been hitting 500 likes on every single video, and I really do appreciate that. Don't care about anything else, I just love to get those likes. That really means a lot to me. Thanks a lot guys. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.